It was a dark and stormy night as our Velo hero bravely pedaled his way home after another successful day of saving mankind one Velomobile at a time. However, our hero was not done with his adventures for the day. Oh no, not on this night. As our hero reaches the last uphill on his battle with the local terrain, a threatening vehicle approaches from behind. Our hero knows these types of vehicles, the road behemoths he calls them. They like to periodically lurk near him, not close enough to threaten, but close enough to cause discomfort. Now our hero is quite used to being followed by the curious hordes of humanity. Curiosity is expected when you're a hero driving the coolest bike known to mankind. However, in this case, the curious onlookers seem a bit more curious than normal. As our hero bravely pedals onward, he cannot help but think back a few weeks ago to another similar incident where he was tailed by another road behemoth for several miles through residential side streets. Our hero is beginning to think this could be a repeat of that fateful night.
Yeah, who am I kidding? It's just a commute home. It's not that epic, although I'd like to think it is. Now, if you happen to be paying attention when that vehicle behind me went around the corner, you might notice that on the side of it, it says police. However, when I was riding, I was focused on the road and noticing that there were some headlights in my mirror that looked the same for a long time. I unfortunately did not see the reflective lettering on the side that said police. So at this point in time, I was starting to think, okay, there's a vehicle that's been behind me for over a minute now, and that's just a little bit creepy, especially at night. Keep in mind that a few weeks ago I did have somebody tail me through residential streets for several miles, so I have that in the back of my head as this SUV is following me. Now, it did occur to me at one point in time that maybe it could be the police, so I did hold back on this downhill and refrained from going significantly over the speed limit. I think it's 25 here, and I believe I topped out at about 32. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be careful just in case. However, I'm still not sure that it actually is the police, and it wouldn't be unusual for an SUV to be following me. But I'm going to zoom ahead a little bit in the footage because you probably don't want to watch a vehicle follow me for 5.5 minutes. Keep an eye on how I'm driving on the road because this is going to be an important point later and is the entire reason that I'm leaving these 5.5 minutes of the police following me in the video. I should also mention that right around this point in time, I was starting to get pretty freaked out and was actually thinking about calling the cops. Which is ironic, given that I was being followed by the cops. Oh. Okay, fans, let's see what the Edina police have against the bicycle. Hi. Do we have a problem?
Yeah, so pure pedal bike. So we're trying to figure out what this was.
It's a bicycle.
Okay, because you were driving all over the road and whatnot?
I'm trying not to hit potholes.
Okay, I got you.
Because if I hit potholes, then I can break something, and that wouldn't be very fun.
Okay. So I've never seen one of these before.
I ride around Edina almost every day. I
Really?
commute up to the high school and back with it.
Okay. Alright. You have your driver's license with you?
For what purpose? It's a bicycle.
Okay. Why don't you just hang out for me, okay?
Did I do something wrong?
Yeah, just hang out.
You have to have grounds to stop me. Now, while it is an unseasonably warm February evening, I have to be honest with you. I am getting a little bit chilly sitting here soaking wet in sweat, waiting for the police officer to figure out what in the world he's doing.
Alright, this isn't motorized, is it?
No.
Okay.
My feet are up here. There's no motor at all. It's just very aerodynamic.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before, but I just wanted to make sure that if it wasn't motorized, then you're good to go. Treat it
Okay.
as a bicycle, okay?
Yep.
So I've seen some of these like similar to this before, but they're like motorized, and that's obviously different if it's like
Right.
gas motorized or electric or whatnot.
Right, gas ones are illegal.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm-
I'll let you get going.
Okay. Well, this is only the second time, amazingly, that I've been stopped by the police. The police in the town where I live have zero interest in my Velomobile, aside from one time when I was stopped in a neighborhood and they pulled up next and we had a real nice conversation. But this was not the most annoying thing that happened on my way home. No, actually, this SUV ahead of me was the single most annoying thing that happened on what was a very eventful ride home. Now, the SUV has obviously pulled well ahead of me and now has decided that they are really curious about that strange vehicle in the bike lane. So much so that they are now going to basically stop in the road so they can hold their phone out, which is fine, except that they continue to drive directly next to me, which is a very unsafe position. But that's not the worst thing. No, now they've decided they're going to turn right. Thankfully, I was watching and stopped. But that, besides being incredibly illegal, is also insanely stupid.